What a game last night between the Leafs and Oilers. This was a really fun one to watch, and it seemed to have it all. You had McDavid score his 55th goal of the season, you had a couple scrums, you had a controversy, it was high scoring, all stuff you love to see as a hockey fan. Before I break down the game though, I just want to give a massive thank you to all of you for helping me reach 100 subscribers. I started this whole thing about 3 weeks ago, not knowing what to expect, and I honestly never thought that even 10 people would be interested enough to watch my content, but here we are, surpassing 100 subscribers less than a month in, and I honestly can't thank you guys enough. Without further ado though, let's get into the video. So the Leafs strike early and go up 1-0 less than 4 minutes into the game. The Oilers would respond just 22 seconds later and tie it up at 1. The Oilers added another in the first to go up 2-1, and that's how the first period would end. So the first sort of controversial moment here comes early in the second period, and I want to break this down. So you have McDavid coming out of the Oilers zone, going for the puck, and Austin Matthews just kind of steps in front of him and knocks him down. Now there was no call on the play, but as McDavid got up, he proceeds to shove Matthews and slash his stick out of his hands. This would prompt a call on both McDavid and Matthews, as they would both get 2 minutes each for roughing. So let's break down this play. I saw a lot of back and forth on Twitter with fans debating this, but I'm going to try to be as objective as possible here. In my opinion, this should have been an interference call on Matthews. Well, he's not looking directly at McDavid. You can kind of see he definitely blocks McDavid from skating to the puck and does not really try to avoid the collision. Now, while I'm okay with both going for two, as McDavid did retaliate with a slash, and Matthews should have been called for interference, the part I don't understand in the slightest is how do you call Matthews for roughing here? He doesn't even do anything. He doesn't even shove McDavid or anything like that, so that call literally makes no sense to me. I think this whole situation, and another situation I'm going to talk later about in the video, has a lot to do with the refereeing being very inconsistent across the whole league and them letting too many things go, but honestly, that's a separate topic for another video. A little later into the second period, McDavid ends up scoring his 55th goal of the season and puts the Oilers up 3-1. This next play here was definitely the turning point in the game for the Leafs. So with a little more than 7 minutes to go in the second, there's a battle on the high boards in the Oilers zone, and the puck ends up making its way back to Ryan McLeod. McLeod then passes the puck out front of his own net with Marner pressuring, and Marner just picks off the pass and scores an absolutely beautiful goal, by the way, to bring the game to within one. I have no idea what McLeod was thinking here. Anyone who's ever played hockey as a kid knows that one of the first things they teach you is to never, under any circumstance, pass the puck in front of your own net. I get what McLeod was trying to do, but there's just no scenario where this makes sense to me, especially considering the Oilers were up 3-1 and Marner was pressuring. He should have either passed the puck behind the net off the boards to Nurse, or, in my opinion, the better play here would have been to just flick the puck up in the air and out of the zone. Regardless, this was an absolutely amazing play by Marner and an unreal goal. And I mean, to have the confidence to pull off a move like that with that little space to work with, I absolutely love that, and I'm glad it paid off for him. The Leafs would then score another 3 unanswered goals to break the game open and finish the second period up 5-3. In the third, Matthews would score another to put them up 6-3, and Draisaitl would add one late on the power play, but it wasn't enough, as the Leafs end up taking the win 7-4. So the other controversial play I wanted to talk about was this play here between Tavares and Desharnais. So Tavares is sitting up front of the net, and Desharnais is right on him, gives him a few cross checks, gives him a poke on the back of the skate to try and trip him, I think, and honestly, multiple penalties could have been called here for sure on Desharnais. Then Tavares finally has enough of it and gives him a whack on the wrist. Both players would end up going to the box, Desharnais for cross-checking and Tavares for slashing, which I'm fine with, but again, this speaks to the inconsistencies of the refereeing, because if you just call the cross-check on Desharnais when it happened, Tavares doesn't likely retaliate like this. I saw this morning that Tavares was fined $5,000 for the slash, which I think is fair. It's a dangerous play, but I don't think it warranted a suspension. I think the whole point around this, again, is the referees losing control of the game and allowing stuff like this to happen. Regardless though, like I said, this was a very fun game to watch. Let me know your thoughts below. Please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching.